Hey y'all, this is Krystal Keith. I want to thank Cody Allen for having me today to talk about my EP Boulder. Thank you guys for sending in questions to CMT and iHeartRadio. Can't wait to answer them. Tanya from Buffalo. Do you remember the first time you saw your dad on CMT and when you saw yourself for the first time? I was really young, probably the first time I saw my dad, so I don't remember a specific time. I do remember the first time I saw myself because that was pretty special for me. That was back in 2013 with my Daddy Dance With Me video. I had also seen clips of myself here and there throughout the years, but that was my first time seeing a project of mine on CMT, so that was special. My dad should have been a cowboy, so I would have been about 7. Every time we saw him on TV, it was super exciting. We kind of gathered around the television, and it was always a big event, whether it was an award show or we just caught his video. We had CMT running in our house pretty much 24/7 throughout my childhood. Gina from Philadelphia. How do you balance being on tour and being a regular person? I don't know who said I was a regular person, but they got it all wrong. We in our family, it's always been a good example from my mom and dad of how you balance everything. My mom was kind of the rock at home. My dad was out, making money and touring and kind of building a life for us. And I always say that I don't remember the times when my dad was gone. I don't remember missing him. I remember missing him, but I don't remember periods of time where I felt like he was absent and gone, which I feel like that's a true testament to my mom and how strong she was and how she kept us busy and kind of our little tanks full emotionally, I like to say. So I think I get a lot of that from my mom, in that now that I am a parent myself and a wife, I have, my husband's amazing when I have to leave Hensley Jack at home. And I think that it's really, it's all about having a good support system and kind of a village. And that's what I had growing up. And that's what I have now as an artist with my own little family. So it is a big balancing act, but as long as you have support around you, it kind of makes it a little easier. Kelsey from Mooresville. Now that Boulder's out, what are you focusing on now? Honestly, I'm focusing on performing Boulder and getting the songs out and making sure people are aware of it and promoting it, but also getting new music ready to follow Boulder. So I'm always writing, always recording, always getting the next project ready. So I've already got stuff in the tank and ready to go for you guys, and I'm already excited about that project and you getting to hear those songs. But in the meantime, I hope that you love the songs on Boulder. Val from Lexington. Will we see you out on tour in 2018? And what is your favorite song to perform live? I am out on tour. We've been doing some of the Toby Keith Cowboy, should have been a Cowboy 25 tour dates. We've also done some other shows. Lance and I are on tour together. And we have been having a blast together out there. Hope to see you at some of the shows. You can find all the shows on my website. My favorite song to perform would be, it depends on the venue. If it's a small, intimate venue, I really like Daddy Dance With Me. That's something that most of my fans don't get to hear because we do a lot of the bigger venues, which are a little more up-tempo and fun-focused. But if I do have a small, intimate venue, I love that one. Live, I love to do like Bobby McGee. I love to do some Melissa Etheridge. Whiskey and Lace is really fun live. I love right now my favorite song probably live off of the Boulder EP would be probably Resting Beach Face, just because it's fun and it catches people off guard. All right, Austin from El Paso. What Christmas song would you record if you did a Christmas album? Probably Silent Night or I don't know, any Christmas song really. I'm kind of obsessed with Christmas songs. As you guys probably know, my dad has several Christmas albums and they kind of go on rotation in our house, and so we any of the classic Christmas songs I would love to I'd love to do and hope to do it at some point. So keep an eye out for that at some point. Taylor from Kansas City. Did Dad try to sway you away from the music business? I get this question a lot because you hear celebrities say like, oh, I don't want my kids in this industry. My dad probably felt the same way, but knowing me, I'm really hard-headed, and he knew that if I wanted to do it, that I'd find a way. So he kind of just made and took the opportunity to make sure that I had all the tools I needed. I knew how the industry was run. I knew what to expect. I knew that there would be heartbreak and letdowns and all that on top of the good stuff and the joys and the fame and fun stuff that come along with it, that it's a lot of hard work. And he took me on the road every chance he got, as long as it didn't interfere with sports or school. I was in the studio when he recorded tons of his big hits. So, I think that he did a good job preparing me so that I didn't walk into it blindly, as a new artist typically does, walk into it thinking it's all going to be roses, where there's really a lot more work that goes into it than you expect. Mary from Green Bay. How would you rate your handywoman skills around the house? Well, since I'm not home a lot, not great, but I'll attempt them sometimes. I usually make a list for my husband, and then if he doesn't get them done, at some point I'll go buy everything that I think I need, and then that usually prompts him to get it done because he doesn't want me to try to do it. But I can use a screwdriver and hang things. I would love to build furniture, but somebody's gonna have to teach me how to do that. Christine from Edmonton. How many boots do you own? Do you throw out old ones, or is that impossible? I don't know. I probably only own, if we're talking like fashion booties, I own a ton, but I probably only own 3 or 4 pairs of actual cowboy boots, most of which are more like stage cowboy boots. I have 1 or 2 pairs of riding boots for when I'm riding horses. I'm a high heel girl. I just love high heels, so I don't have a whole lot of boots. I don't really throw them out because boots last forever. If the sole wears out, you can always get it fixed. Karen from Mobile. What boy band songs could you sing best? Oh Lord. Boys to Men, 98 Degrees, those were probably my favorite. And NSYNC, I was a big NSYNC girl. Asked me in 4th grade, I was all about Hanson. I don't know, I would say probably anything Boys to Men or 98 Degrees, because 98 Degrees had some really cool ballady kind of songs, and that's what I love. Rhonda from Los Angeles. Best music quote I've ever heard came from David Lee Roth. I'm not this way because I'm in a band. I'm in a band because I'm this way. What's your best quote from your dad? Oh Lord, you're gonna get me in trouble if I start quoting my dad. As far as advice goes, my favorite quote from my dad is give 'em hell. Every time I ever went on stage growing up, I'd either get a slap on the back or on the butt or whatever, and he'd say give 'em hell, which to me meant, leave it all out there. Don't hold back. Be yourself. Don't worry about what everybody's thinking. Don't worry about messing up. If you mess up, just keep going and leave it all and just give your whole heart in your performance, which is what I watched him do every night growing up. So I took a lot of that to heart. There's a lot more quotes, but that's the one that sticks with me as far as what I take with me in my career, probably the most. Katie from Nashville. What's one song you sing in the shower but would never sing in public? I have a 2-year-old that is almost always standing at the shower door. So there's lots of Paw Patrol in our house right now. Probably wouldn't do that in public. Lots of Daniel Tiger songs that I wouldn't do in public. As far as songs that if I have a little bit of peace to myself and I get to sing in the shower by myself, it's been a long time since that's happened, but I would say probably, I don't know, maybe the Journey songs. Journey's, those are really big songs and they're a lot of fun to sing, but they're kind of known as like karaoke songs. So So I don't usually attempt those at shows, but if you catch me at a karaoke bar, that's a different story. Michael from Arlington. Is Lance a good guy? Are duets easy to sing? Lance is a great guy. We've had a blast together on the road. Duets are easy to sing, but it depends on the song. So yeah, we're having a blast together, and we are loving that you guys are loving the song Anyone Else. Thank you, Cody, for having me today, and thank you to CMT and iHeartRadio and you guys for asking your questions. See you out on the road.